Hello everyone, I've just got home with my new Seiko. This is my fourth Seiko. I've really started to get into Seiko dive watches. This is my fourth one now. I first started off with the SKX. I've had this for about nearly 6 years now, a really good watch. And then I bought the Monster second generation and the Prospex GMT together. Really good watches, very happy, especially with this one, very happy with this one. If you want to see a review on them both, if you just click on either side of the picture, they'll open up in a new window and you can watch it later. So this is what comes in the box. So you've got your guarantee, and even checked the guarantee actually. So I don't think they've stamped it. I try whenever I buy a watch, I try not to have it stamped. So if I come to sell it, I can then have it re-stamped, and then it'll come with a full warranty. That's the manual. So as the title says, this is the Seiko Prospex Baby Tuna, the SRP637K1, or also known as the Monster Tuna, or some people call it the third generation Monster, which is a bit strange because you can still buy the first generation Monster and obviously the second generation. So I don't know why they call it that, but so it's on a stainless steel bracelet. I always buy a watch on a bracelet, even though I never use them. I'll change this to probably either a rubber or a leather strap. I prefer to have a rubber or leather strap. They're more comfortable than these. It's very heavy. The watch weighs 200 grams, so it is quite a substantial watch, and you can feel it. So if you compare them together, that is a really heavier watch. I will do a comparison between the two and post a video later, or at the end of this video, or even beforehand. So let me give you some specifications. It is 47mm in diameter. That excludes the crown. It's 50mm from lung to lung, so it is quite a big watch, but it wears really short because the lungs are really short, so it doesn't feel too big on the wrist. It has the same movement as the second generation Monster, which is the 4R36 movement, which is hackable. It's got a hard Lex crystal glass. It's solid stainless steel with a brushed stainless steel shroud, and also the bracelet it's a mix of brush and polish, and it comes on a double locking deployant, stamped. One of the things I don't like when they are quite cheaply made, but then again, the watch is only £325, which is about just under $500. So for value for money, it is really good. It's got a unidirectional bezel, really tight at the moment. I had the same problem with the other ones, but they do loosen up. That is quite stiff. Now the good thing about this one is it's got quite smooth edges. Now with the Monster second generation, I did have problems with, they're very sharp at the end and they kept nicking my fingers. But I do like it. I will do a full review. I'll wear it for a few days. I'll change the bracelet, and then I will continue the video after a few days and tell you what I think when I'm wearing it. So I've been wearing it now for 4 days, and it's running really well. It's gaining about 4 seconds a day, which I think a watch at this price point is fantastic. I've put it on this brown ammo strap, which I think goes really well with the loom marks on it. There's sort of a greenish tint to them both, so it looks quite good, I think. And speaking of loom, the Seikos have absolutely fantastic loom. This one is no exception. It glows really bright initially, and then sort of fades down to a nice soft color. It's sort of a bluey green tint to it. On the dial, they've gone back to the first generation type markers, these sort of rectangular markers, which I prefer compared to the tooth marks of the second generation. I think these are a lot better. I don't like the fact they've put these minute markers on there, like 5, 10, 20, 25. I don't think it's necessary. I think it just sort of clutters the dial a bit. I'd rather they didn't have it. So on the dial you've got the Seiko Prospex new logo, automatics diver 200 meters, and that's about it. Now, one of the problems that I don't like about the crown is really, it feels loose. So I don't know if there's a problem with this watch, but it doesn't feel like, see, while I'm turning, the click of it is just not there. You see, look at this, see? It's sort of hesitating when it's coming round. And also when you're screwing it in and screwing it out, it can be a bit difficult. So I'm gonna have to check on that. I don't know if it's this watch or if they're all like this. I've not had this problem with the other Seikos that I've got. So it could be just an issue with this one. But yeah, it's a bit of a pain, is that. And when you're unscrewing it, it just feels like, see there, it's sort of unscrewed, and then it feels like there's something holding it there, holding it back. So, but it moves quite smoothly when you're setting the time. So you can see it just glides across, but it's just setting the date and also screwing the crown in and out. Just doesn't feel right. I do like the fact they have the crown at the 4 o'clock position, because I wear my watch quite low down on my wrist, so when a crown is on this side here at 3 o'clock, it always digs into my wrist. Being here, it doesn't, so that's quite good. It's really well in there as well, so it's protected, but again, when you try to unscrew it and get your fingers in there, it can be a bit of difficulty. And I don't like the pattern they've got on it. The pattern they've put on the other Seiko Monster is a lot better. Drilled lungs on this, which is fantastic. So you can change your straps really easy. It's much better than putting a toolbar in there and hack away, get your strap off. You can damage your straps. One of the problems with, I don't know if it's a problem with Seiko. Some people say it's not a problem, some people say it's good. I do like the fact that they have these really thick bars, which are great. They're nice and strong, and this is a regular toolbar. Not toolbar, sorry, spring bar, I should say. There we go, it's a spring bar. The fact that these are so thick, when you're putting another strap on, you can't damage the strap because the holes in most straps are quite small. So trying to fit a spring bar, which is probably double the size of the hole, you can damage it. You can rip the top end of the strap, or it just won't fit, and you can struggle. Then you could damage the spring bar. So if you're looking for a new strap for it, you must try and make sure that the hole is large enough for the actual bar, or else you could be just wasting your time. The bezel is very stiff. One of the things I did say on my other videos with the Prospex GMT is I don't like the fact that when you're turning the bezel, you're only gripping half the bezel. See, normally the bezel you could grip it from right there, but this one you've got to sort of grip from the top. And you see, I'm having real difficulty. And it is very stiff at the moment, and hopefully it'll loosen up. I mean, as I'm turning it, it's getting looser and looser. If I do use this a lot, the timer on it, so it should get loose as time goes on. But that's the only downside to having one of these shrouds. I'm not quite sure if it's a bit of a gimmicky thing. Do you actually need a shroud? It does look quite cool, but whether or not it's necessary, I don't know. So I like the look of it. So I guess they've sort of got me out with the gimmick, if it is a gimmick. And I suppose it does protect it, but if it's... I don't know. I don't know. But it is stainless steel, unlike earlier models where they made them in plastic. And it's got this gloss finish to it. Sorry, matte finish to it, I should say, not gloss. Yeah, it's the watch is matte and gloss, so you've got gloss polished here, and then it goes to matte. On wrist, the watch wears really well. Considering this is a 47.5mm watch, it doesn't feel like that. It feels more like a 42mm. It is very tall. I think, did I say it's 14mm tall? So if you're thinking of wearing it with a long sleeve shirt, you might find it a bit difficult. But if you've got smaller wrists like I have, you won't have any problems whatsoever. Like I say, I wear mine really low to the bottom of my wrist, and as you can see, the crown isn't digging too much. I mean, if it was at 3 o'clock, it'd be digging right into my wrist. So it's very, very comfortable, and you won't have any problems wearing it if you wear it a little bit higher either. So that's my new Seiko diver's watch. Thank you for watching.